Hello everyone, I'm Sarah. Welcome back to the How to Better English podcast. Today's lesson is all about self-introductions. We'll explore what to say, what not to say, and how to practice until it feels natural. And if you find this valuable, make sure you subscribe so you never miss new lessons. All right, let's begin.
Better English Podcast.
Hello everyone, I'm Sarah. I'm really glad you're here with me today. We're going to talk about one of the most practical skills you'll ever learn in English. How to introduce yourself clearly and naturally. It sounds simple, but many learners feel nervous, unsure, or even freeze when asked, "Tell me about yourself." So today, I'll guide you step by step. I'll explain what works, what doesn't, and I'll give you practical exercises to build confidence. Take a deep breath, relax, and let's start. Step 1. Why introductions matter. Think about the first time you meet someone new. The way you introduce yourself shapes their first impression. If you speak too fast or give too many details, people may feel lost. But if you're clear, confident, and simple, people will remember you in a positive way. That's why learning this skill is so important. Step 2. The basic framework. A good introduction has a structure. It's not random talking. It follows a pattern. Here's the simple framework. Your name, where you're from, what you do. 1 or 2 extra details like family, hobbies, or interests. That's it. 4 steps. You don't need to tell your life story. You just need to share enough to start a friendly conversation. Step 3. Your name. Always begin with your name. Say it slowly, clearly, with confidence. Instead of just saying, Sarah, say, "My name is Sarah. Nice to meet you." This shows politeness and creates connection. Step 4. Where you're from, this is usually the next question. Keep it simple. You can say, "I'm from London." Or, "I grew up in California, but now I live in New York." Notice, short, clear, easy to understand. Step 5. What you do now comes your job or your main role in life. For example, "I'm an English teacher." Or, "I'm a university student studying computer science." Don't make it complicated. If you're between jobs or you're a homemaker, that's fine too. Just say it simply. Step 6. Extra details. Here's where you add 1 or 2 personal touches. Maybe family. "I have 1 younger brother." Or, "I'm the oldest of 3 sisters." Or hobbies. "In my free time, I love painting and listening to music." These little details make you human. They help people remember you. But keep it short. Don't overload. Step 7. Short and long versions. You should prepare 2 versions of your introduction. A short version, about 10 seconds, and a longer version, about 1 minute. For example, short version, "Hi, I'm Sarah. I'm from London. I teach English, and I love painting." That's it. Just 4 sentences. Now, the long version could include an extra detail about family, studies, or your goals. Something like, "Hi, my name is Sarah. I'm originally from London, but I've been living in Manchester for the past 2 years. I work as an English teacher, and I really enjoy helping people gain confidence in speaking. In my free time, I love painting, reading, and taking long walks in the park." See the difference? The short version is for quick situations. The long version in interviews, classes, or when people want to know more. Step 8. Mistakes to avoid. Now let's talk about common mistakes. Speaking too quickly. Slow down. Clarity matters more than speed. Giving too much detail. Don't tell your whole life story. Sounding memorized. Practice, yes, but deliver naturally. Avoiding eye contact. Even in online calls, look at the camera briefly. These small mistakes can make a big difference. Step 9. Practice routine. Here's a simple daily practice to master your self-introduction. 1. Write it in 5 to 6 sentences. 2. Say it aloud slowly. 3. Record yourself and listen. 4. Create a short version, 10 seconds, and a long version, 1 minute. 5. Practice with a friend or in front of a mirror. Repeat this often until it feels natural. Step 10. Building confidence. Remember, confidence comes with practice. At first, it might feel awkward. You may forget words. You may feel nervous. That's normal. Every time you practice, your brain and your mouth work together better. Little by little, you'll sound more fluent, and soon introducing yourself will feel effortless. Step 11. Final example. Let me put it all together. Imagine I'm meeting someone new. I smile, make brief eye contact, and say, "Hi, my name is Sarah. I'm from London. I'm an English teacher, and I love painting in my free time. I also enjoy walking in the park and reading mystery novels." Simple, friendly, easy to remember. That's all you need. Closing. So to review, start with your name. Say where you're from, share what you do, add 1 or 2 personal details. Practice short and long versions. Avoid the common mistakes. And remember, confidence grows with repetition. The more you practice, the easier it gets. Thank you for joining me today on How to Better Life podcast. I hope this lesson helps you feel more comfortable and confident in your introductions. Until next time, keep practicing, keep learning, and keep growing.